Good evening and welcome to Mountain Grove Panther Sports here on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. We're here at the arena live. It's Mountain Grove versus who are we playing tonight? Eldon?
Playing Eldon, yeah, not an opponent we're familiar with. These guys made a long drive down, so we're starting this game a little early because they do have a long drive on a nasty, misty night like it is. Kind of gone through, everybody's trying to get a feel of really who Eldon is, what they, they've got a great, really good record coming into this one.
Yep.
They beat Salem, so that was really the only common opponent that we'll have. Of course, we've not seen Salem yet. And then you start looking and say, okay, well, how good is Salem this year? They played Licking to overtime. We've heard good things about Licking. So it sounds like that's an improved Salem team, and Eldon had beat them. But then I started looking at the Mountain Grove at our boys and thought, okay, well, let's start comparing some stuff here. And Mountain Grove has 4 losses on the year.
Yep.
Out of those 4 losses, if I go back and I look at the records of the opponents they have lost to, there's a total record of 30-4 on the year.
Wow.
All 4 of those losses belong to the Willow Springs Bears. Those other 3 teams are still undefeated. That would be Greenwood, Hartville, and Sparta. So all 3 of those teams still undefeated at 26-0 on the year combined, and then the Willow Springs Bears at 4-4 on the season. What was a tight game there, and that was part of the Stratford tournament. That was right when we lost Bradley, and you don't want to make excuses, but you feel like you probably, when you have Bradley on the floor, that one may have gone to the other column. And we'll get to see him again and kind of figure out what that would have looked like. But
well, anytime you lose a guy that has the potential to put up 36 in a night, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
that's tough to lose that offense.
He's just got to be accounted for. He can create his own shot. He puts pressure on defenses. And, so as I look at that and I started comparing these schedules and wins and losses and scores, thought, we still really don't know anything. So
you went around the world on that one.
Yeah, I mean, we're 3-4 on the year, and they always say you are what your record says you are. So you're 3-4 on the year, and what are they, a 1 or 2 loss team this year?
Yeah.
And, only common opponent we're really going to see is Salem. They did beat Salem, and Salem did lose to Licking, but took Licking to overtime. I think that was the final score, 68-0. I think we're going to, as far as if you just look at rosters, I think we're going to match up fairly well. I think they've got a couple good athletes that can play. It looked like they had some outside shooting, and this is a good matchup for us. It's good for us to see a bigger school. This is a Class 4 school making a long drive down here,
yep.
And you want to see more of that. You need to play these bigger schools to kind of get, especially going to the blue and gold.
Yeah.
You're going to go in the blue and gold, and right out of the gate, you've drawn Lebanon.
Yeah.
We don't know much about Lebanon. I know Lebanon just beat Norwood. What was that, last week?
Yeah.
So it's good for you to get a game like this instead of not having anything and going into there not playing a game for a whole week. You don't want to do that. So it was awesome they could pick this one up and get it on the schedule right here before the blue and gold. Lebanon, an 8 seed. We come in there unseeded. But I think that'll be a battle, too. Just kind of looking at it. We'll see what kind of fight these boys have here tonight. But this Panther squad is they're looking better all the time.
I don't think they've ever really looked bad. They just haven't ever been able to put it all the way together, it doesn't feel like, except for those 3 wins.
Well, we've looked bad in moments.
Right, of course. But, everybody looks bad in moments. But, like I was saying, it's more of a putting it all together thing than it is just not knowing what's going on.
Yeah, and they're starting to figure it out. I think the freshman has come along and helped, and Brody Emery, and he's going to get better as the year goes. It seems like sometimes he's just at that extra gear before he needs to be.
Yeah.
And just going 100 mile an hour all the time. And you like that. You like that he's not afraid of the moment. He's willing to attack. But I think Coach O has kind of talked about him just playing smart basketball, and he's going to get better. He's just a freshman, and he's already playing varsity minutes. I really liked last time I was here. I wasn't at the last game. You and Brush had the Mansfield game, but I really liked what I'd seen out of Sam Peterson. I thought he did a whale of a job there against Stratford.
Oh.
And, I mean, I was really happy for him to have a really good game. Sam needed that, and I'm hoping his confidence continues to build because Sam, he's got the ability to shoot from all over the floor.
Plus, he's strong as all get out. He can play down there.
He's strong as an ox, yeah. Them big guys don't scare him a bit. So it's good to have him there. Carson Allen, I thought, is really – and Carson's going to be another one of those as you transition from football getting into this. His basketball, it's going to come along as the year goes, and we've seen that kind of with Carson last year as well as they get starting lineups ready. For Eldon going Hess, Hardy, Ahart, Hull, and Reynolds. Of course, starting lineups brought to you by our friends over at Town & Country Insurance. Mountain Grove looks like it'll be Brylan Mayberry, Peyton Shannon, Gatlin Keeling, as well as Bradley Henry and Carson Allen, the starting lineup for the Mountain Grove Panthers. Again, starting lineups brought to you by your friends over at Town & Country Insurance right here in Mountain Grove. One of the things I have liked about this season with the Panthers, Coach O hadn't been afraid to just keep putting legs on the floor. You know, Destin Unger's played some good minutes this year. We've seen DeVries come in, play some good minutes this year. Of course, Brody Emery coming off the bench. You've got another freshman that got a little bit of playing time.
Cale
Gardner. So these guys just keep coming along. Of course, Sam Peterson. So when you're able to run 9, 10 guys, and Coach O wants to put pressure on guys. He wants to get them tired, because most guys don't play that many. You know, there's 7, 8 maybe. Coach O feels like he can swap these guys in and out, just keep putting on pressure, and that's a nice spot to be in.
Right. Hey, don't forget you can watch this one live over at Mateo's.
Does Mateo's have it up?
Matt Brown's got it up. He just texted me. He said, "Hey, I figured out the YouTube."
Awesome, man.
Matt Brown's got it up over there at Mateo's. You can check it out over there, and then our friends over at A Squared have it up as well. And
A Squared, awesome.
Yeah,
awesome. What do they have on the menu tonight?
Well, that's what
I'm.
I'm.
Menu. Put you on the spot there.
Getting well, it's fish, chicken, or shrimp this weekend.
Fish, chicken, or shrimp.
Yeah.
All right, just do them all.
Yeah. Hey, it's a medley, right?
That's right. That's right. Over at A Squared Brewing Company. I'll tell you, I was by Mateo's. Took the boys. We were over here in town, and they wanted to stop in. I did, man. I did that Philly again. It's so good.
I asked you. I didn't
so
make
good.
I asked Julie to bring me one home the other night. It was fantastic.
Yeah, I'd taken half of mine back to the house, but because they're huge. But boys wanted to stop in. They wanted a sausage pizza over at Mateo's, so we stopped in. And of course, they spent about $8 in quarters on video games too. Landry knows that's right where the arcade games are. So stop in, see them. The kids will love it. You're going to have a great experience there at Mateo's. They've got the game up and going for you tonight at Mateo's right there on the square. We're about 2.5 minutes away from tip-off here. We have National Anthem coming up, so we're going to kick it back to the studio. You're listening to Mountain Grove Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country. Welcome back to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Bradley Henry goes in the middle to jump here. He'll be met by number 3, Britton Ahart, 6'4" sophomore, as we get set and ready to go. Set up, ball goes up, tip goes to Mayberry from Bradley Henry. We're underway against Eldon. At home tonight, the Eldon Mustangs. Not a team we're familiar with. As Henry sets up, goes around one, works to the far side, dumps it off underneath, finds Mayberry, kicks it out, top of the key to Shannon. Around the world here we go to Henry. Big bounce off the rim, shot won't go. Rebound comes down to Devin Hardy, the 5'9" guard for Eldon. Pushes it up the floor. Finds Hole, passes this over, now looks to the near side to Hardy. Hardy looks in underneath, and what do we have? I missed.
Whistle.
Was it it's a foul called. I believe it's going to be on
14.
Reynolds, the senior. They have an illegal screen or something there.
I didn't see it.
Goes to Shannon. Shannon works, looking over to Henry, kind of tosses it over that far shoulder, back over to Shannon on the near side. Now to Mayberry. They'll set it up. Backs it out, works it across the floor. Pass over to Bradley Henry, in underneath, finds Carson Allen, high off the glass, shot up, won't go. Rebound comes away to Eldon. Heath pushes it up the floor. Heath looks like an athlete, kicks it out, finds Hardy. Hardy nearly has it taken away by Mayberry, now looks to the top of the key. Goes to Ahart. Ahart looks to the other side, finds Hole. Hole looks back over, finds Heath. Heath works towards the top, now rolls to his right. Looks in, wasn't there, now kicks it out. Rolls it around, pass to the near side, in the corner. Now nearly taken away by Shannon, drives in, looks inside, works to his left, goes around Allen, shot up, won't go. Rebound came away to Mayberry, but a foul called. And if that's on Reynolds, that's going to be 2 on him already. And I believe it is.
Yep, you're right.
So Reynolds, number 14, the senior, already out with 2 fouls, and we're just a minute and a half into this. Catch a number on who checked in there. 24. Cody Tam. To the other side goes Carson Allen. Allen looks out, finds Bradley Henry. Henry drives on the baseline, works to the far side. Out, this is off the leg of Shannon, comes back away to Henry. The pass to Mayberry. Mayberry to his right. Looked to step back on that. Glad he kept his foot down. Thought he was going to get a travel call there. Works it over to Gatlin Keeling. Keeling stays with his dribble, nearly lost it. Back to Henry. Henry works from midcourt. We're 2 minutes in, no score here, 0-0. Henry works his way nearly into a trap, looks to drive baseline, had that one knocked away, kicks it out to Keeling. Keeling rolls out, finds Shannon at the top of the key. Shannon to Mayberry. Mayberry with a spin move, looks to drive to the hole, layup up and in as Brylan Mayberry adds 2 for the Panthers and gives us the first lead of the night. To the other side, Hardy dumps it off, now looks to the near side corner, drives in, kicks it out, finds Hardy again, looks to his left, has Mayberry right in his face, dumps it off underneath, high off the glass, shot is up and in. Ahart gets that one to go, the big 6'4" sophomore. This one trying to dump that off underneath with a no-look pass taken away by Eldon. We're tied up at 2 with 5:15 left here in the first. Hayes lines it up, looks to the near side corner, 3 goes up, shot up, won't go. Carson Allen with a rebound, goes to Bradley Henry. Henry looks to bring it up the floor. Finds Mayberry, put the pressure on, drives in, dumps it off to Carson Allen, shot up, won't go. Tried to tip it out, comes away to Eldon. Eldon to the other side with Ahart. Looks inside, goes baseline, shot up and good for Devin Hardy, the 5'9" junior. Looks to the other side, goes to Gatlin Keeling. Keeling nearly loses that one. He's trapped over here, and we're going to get a timeout call. We will have a timeout. Score 4-2, Panthers trail. They'll have the possession when we come back. We'll send it back to the studio. You're listening to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country. Of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Panthers with the basketball, gets it into Henry to the near side, finds Shannon, looks to go baseline, turns out, works back to the top, finds Henry, tipped off Henry's right hand, goes to Mayberry, now back to Henry. Starts in, goes to the hole, shot up, and good. We're tied up at 4 and 1 coming with Bradley Henry going to the free throw line. 4:31 left in the first. That's already the third team foul on Eldon, the Mustangs. Who are they putting that one on? Which one? There's 2 of them down there. They're putting it on number 10. Basher. Henry's free throws up and money. Good. Gets it in. Heese brings it up here for Eldon. Brings it across midcourt. Nearly loses his dribble. Stays with it. Works from midcourt. Looks to the other side. Now looks back. Finds Hardy. Hardy has it taken away by Brylan Mayberry. Stays with his dribble, and then he's tackled by Hardy. Mayberry did a great job to stay with that dribble. I mean, he's laying down, dribbling the basketball.
4:18 left here in the first. It's 5-4 Panthers.
Man, looking forward to next week. Favorite tournament of the year. I love the
yeah.
blue and gold. It's always a great time. We'll be at the Hammond Student Center. So much history there. 9:30 a.m. game on Tuesday. Henry looks across the floor, goes to Keeling. He loads up a 3. Shot up, won't go. Shannon with the rebound, kicks it out, finds Henry. Henry drives into some traffic. Shot up, won't go. Own rebound, put back, gets his own rebound again. Now gets another one. Now he's just padding stats. That one won't go. He had 3 rebounds right there.
3.
To the other side, pushes it up the floor, near side corner, loads up a 3, good. That's
Makes
Devin Hardy.
7-5.
Panthers now trail it by 2. Bradley Henry brings it up the floor. Henry looks to the near side, goes to Mayberry. Mayberry works it across the floor to Shannon. Shannon works from outside. Works towards the top, goes back to Mayberry. Sam Peterson set to check in for the Panthers. Looks back to Henry. Down to 3:24 left. Defense has been good in this one so far. Goes to Henry. Slicing through, look to dump it off to Carson Allen. Off Allen's hands. 3 up from Shannon. It's an air ball. Last touch by the Panthers. I think Gatlin Keeling tipped that out.
Down to 3:15 left here in the first. 7-5 your score. Eldon leads.
Foul called there. That was called on Gatlin.
Just his first.
First team foul, too. Next one we get, we'll be into the bonus here in the first. They already have 4 team fouls. Hardy brings this one up. Panthers trailing by 2, scores 7-5. Looks to the near side, goes to Heese. Heese works to the baseline. Foul called on Destin Unger, who has checked in. First one on Unger, second team foul for the Panthers. Looks outside, goes to Hardy. Hardy looks inside. Heese now to the near side corner for 3. Shot up, won't go. Bounce off the rim, tipped out. Hardy comes away with it. Had a lane, decides to kick it out instead. Now back to Hardy, loads up a 3. Shot is up, in and out, won't go. Rebound comes away to Sam Peterson. Goes to Bradley Henry. Henry to the other side. Henry driving the whole way, dumps it off to Mayberry. Mayberry shot up, off the glass, won't go. How didn't that go? Tipped out by Unger, but comes away to Eldon. Now push it up the floor, finds Tam. Looks outside, goes to Hardy, drives in. This one off the foot of Sam Peterson. Ball stays with Eldon.
It's fast and furious.
Man, we've missed some stuff around the rim. Coach O looks like he's over there working the official a little bit. Gets it into Tam, looks outside, taken away by Mayberry. Mayberry to the other side, and fouled. That's going to be on Hardy. Devin Hardy got tangled up there, and that's going to be his second. Mayberry, big loss for them.
Mayberry had a whale of a game.
Yeah, what do you have, 20 points the other night?
25, yeah, 25 points.
Against Mansfield?
Yeah, it just, took it to the hole. He did what he was supposed to, dribble penetration and cause him to foul.
You know, it's kind of like going in for a job interview. They say, what's your strength and what's your weakness? Supposed to be the same thing. It kind of is for him.
Yeah, he
plays a little reckless and drives to the ball. It's his strength and his weakness.
He had 3 kids in foul trouble by the end of it.
Yep. Second one up won't go. Was good on the first one. Unger comes away with the rebound. Trailing by 1. Goes to Bradley. Bradley kicks it out to Mayberry. Mayberry starts in, dumps it off, goes to Unger. Shot up off the glass and good. Panthers take a 1-point lead. Score here 8-7 with 2:10 left in the first. Eldon looks to bring this one up. Hull brings it across now. Hull is playing with a couple Or no, it's not Hull. It's 14. It's Reynolds that has the fouls. This one tipped out, comes away to Mayberry. Mayberry's layup up and in off the left side, and the Panthers extend the lead to 3. Score now 10-7. Eldon has seen enough. Mustangs take a timeout. As they take time, we'll take time as well. Panthers lead it 10-7, 1:48 left in the first. We'll send it back to the studio. You're listening to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports. Big Country 99, 1:48 left in the first. 10-7 the score. Panthers with a 3-point lead as Eldon takes a timeout. Into the bonus, by the way, in this last minute 48. That'll reset going into the second.
Hey, don't forget, you can watch this one on YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube now. Did you get the link up? Is it on the
I did. It's on the Facebook page,
Facebook.com/MG Panther Sports has a link up for you to follow it over to the YouTube page. But exclusively streaming to the YouTube page now. Looks out, top of the key, goes to Hardy. Hardy faked one way, goes baseline instead, dumps it off underneath, trying to work back to the rim. Now looks to the other side, shot up off the glass and good. That's from Cody Tam, the 6'2 sophomore. To the other side, Henry through traffic, layup up, won't go. And foul call, 2 shots on the way.
So before the shot, but in the act of shooting?
No, before the shot, but you're into the bonus.
I got you. New rules, man.
Yeah,
New rules.
They're all double bonus now, so yeah. 2 free throws on the way. Henry's first one's up and good. And that's number 2, by the way, on Basher, who's in playing for Reynolds, who also has 2. Second free throw up and good for Henry. He's now 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Gets it in, Hull brings it up. Hull looks to bring it across midcourt. This one nearly knocked away by Mayberry, who's just an absolute pest defensively. Looks in. That one nearly taken away by Mayberry as well. Now hands it off. Drives in, kicks at the near side corner for 3. Shot up, won't go, little short there. Tip back, Bradley Henry comes away with the rebound. So he looks to push it up the floor, finds Mayberry. Mayberry underneath to Sam Peterson. Shot up off the glass and good. Man, what a rocket there from Mayberry. He fires that into a tight window to Sam Peterson. Good hands. He knows what to do with it. Goes right up and in, and Panthers lead it by 5. 14-9. Looks over, the pass, drives in. They throw this one away.
Zigged when he should have zagged.
Yep, thought he was cutting out. He was looking to go baseline instead, and they throw this one away. That's a turnover for Eldon. Checking in now is Nathan Reynolds, the senior, as Tam goes to the bench. 35.4 seconds left in the first. Panthers lead it 14-9. Bradley Henry bringing it up the floor. Henry crosses midcourt with it. Looks to the near side. Goes to Brylan Mayberry. They're going to play for the last shot here. Works it back over to Bradley Henry. Fakes it inside. Goes back over to Mayberry. Back to Henry. They're just now playing a game of catch. It's like they're hanging out in the backyard. Works from midcourt, looks to his left, now to his right, down to 8 seconds. Now looks to Henry, loads up a 3 from the corner, shot up, a little long, bounce off the rim. Sam Peterson with the rebound. He works back inside, shot up, won't go, tipped around, comes away to Eldon, and they won't get up a shot. We ended after 1, head to the second. Panthers lead it 14-9. We'll send it back to the studio. You're listening to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports. Big Country 99. Eldon with the basketball. Looks over to Hardy to the near side. Now they're working to the corner. Kicks it back out to Heese. Heese looks back to the corner. They'll load up a three. Shot up a little short. Rebound comes away to Brylan Mayberry. Mayberry pushing up the floor. Finds Gatlin Keeling. Reels it in. Dumps it off to Shannon. Taken away as they'll have a jump ball called. Possession arrow will keep that with the Panthers.
7:32 here in the second. 14-9 your score as Panthers get set to inbound.
As they look to get it in, near side, Shannon for three. Good! Peyton Shannon knocks down three. Panthers extend their lead, largest lead they've had all night. They lead it by 8, score 17-9. Looks to Hardy for Eldon. Near side, now back to Hardy. Hardy rolls to his right. Looks to slice in, kicks it out, loads up a three, shot up and short. Rebound comes away to Hess. Or Heese, shot up, won't go, but fouled. Keep wanting to call him Hess for some reason. Heese, double E.
First team foul here in the second.
That's going to go on Gatlin Keeling.
His second.
2 free throws on the way for Heese. First one's up and no good. So Keeling checks out. Destin Unger comes back in. Unger's gave you good minutes.
He's got a bucket in this one, and
Yep.
he gives good defensive play.
Second free throw is good. It's a 7-point ball game. Panthers with the lead as Brylan Mayberry brings it up the floor. Over to Unger. Unger looks back to Mayberry. Mayberry on the near side and
Picked.
had that one knocked away. Comes away to Eldon. Looks to Ahart. Ahart brings it up the floor. Dumps it off. Now back to Ahart and called for the travel. Got a little fancy with it down there.
We'll take that. Down to 6:49 left here in the half. 17-10 Panthers.
Gets this one in. Finds Henry. Henry brings it across midcourt. Looks back to Shannon. Shannon back over to Henry. Henry looks in. Now back over to Shannon. Loads up a three. A little long on that one. Big bounce off the rim. Rebound's going to come away to Shannon as it was knocked out by Eldon. Looks over to Henry. Henry on the far side. Henry through traffic. Dumps it off. Goes to Carson Allen. Shot up off the glass. Won't go. Rebound comes away to Carson Allen. Looks out. Finds Shannon in the near side corner. Across the floor. Outside top of the key to Martin. Now back. Or Henry, excuse me. Other side. Goes to Unger. Back over to Henry. Works from outside. Looks in. Trying to go out to Mayberry. Mayberry watches that one go by. Couldn't get there. Throws that one away. Ball goes back to Eldon.
Looked like he was passing the official.
Yep. 7-point lead here for the Panthers. Score 17-10. 6:05 left here in the first half as Hardy brings it up for the Mustangs. Looks to the other side. Bradley was breaking on that one. Couldn't get there. Shot up, won't go as Mayberry gets the rebound. Gets it into Shannon. Shannon back over to Brylan to the other side. Finds Bradley Henry, who has it taken away right out of his hands. To the other side, through traffic. Shot up and good. And one coming as they're going to get one. That was Hardy who gets the steal and the layup. He'll be fouled by Brylan Mayberry. Just the first one on Brylan.
Still waiting. Yep,
Hardy,
just the first one.
Hardy now leads all scorers in this game with 7, by the way. He looks to add to that with an and one. Free throws up and no good. Foul called on Eldon. Who they putting it on?
51?
24, Tam. So Cody Tam, the 6'2 sophomore, called with his first one. First team foul here in the second for Eldon. Bradley Henry brings it across midcourt. Henry works to his right, through some traffic, had a little contact there. Looks in underneath to Carson Allen. This one taken away by Heese to the other side. Ahart shot up and good. Excuse me, that was Tam. It's now a 3-point ball game. They've scratched right back here. Was as much as an 8-point ball game. Near side taken away. He's got some length to him. Goes up, takes that one away. Layup up, won't go. Mayberry with the rebound. Looks to get it out to Bradley Henry. Henry trying to go around one. Layup up, won't go. Missed the bunny. Foul called. Probably on Carson Allen.
Not playing linebacker tonight, Carson.
Nope. Ahart gets Henry to miss at the rim. Was going up for the rebound, and Carson comes through him.
Only the first on Carson.
Girls Holiday Tournament, by the way, next week as well. They have a bye in that first game. Holiday Tournament brought to you by State Farm agent Stephen Gum.
We got all kinds of basketball coming up.
Dude, it's going to be a good week. To the
Blue
other
and
side.
Gold, Holiday Tournament, Freshman Tournament coming up, JV Tournament coming up.
Looked out to Tam, now looks inside. Now this one knocked away, comes away to Bradley Henry, picks up his dribble, finds Destin Unger, who brings it across midcourt. Far side corner to Sam Peterson, back out to Henry, top of the key, looks in, off the hands of Carson Allen, and that's a turnover for the Panthers.
17-14 with 4:40 left here in the half. Panthers lead.
Carson Allen checks out, Gatlin Keeling checks in. Three-point ball game. Panthers lead it. Eldon brings it up the floor with Heese. Crosses midcourt with it. Works over, far side corner. Finds Hole. Hole works to the near side. Looks out to Tam and now back over to Heese. Heese drives in, looks to dump it off, taken away by Mayberry. Gets it out to Gatlin Keeling. That's off his shoes. Comes away to who's going to come up with it. Are they going to say they had possession and give him a timeout?
Looks like it.
There's no way anybody had possession there. Well, they award him the timeout. Ball's going to go to Eldon. We'll send it back to the studio. Panthers lead it by 3. You're listening to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Basketball on Big Country 99. Peterson does a great job to draw the foul. Gives a little hesitation. Gets contact going up. Misses the shot, but puts him at the free throw line for 2. That's going to be the first one called on Britton Ahart, the 6'4 sophomore. Peterson sets up at the free throw line. First one's up and good.
He's just got a nice shot.
Yep.
It's smooth. It rolls off his fingertips.
DeVries checks in as Unger checks out. Second one up and good for Sam Peterson. Extends this Panther lead back out to 5, scored 19-14. 4:08 left here in the first half. Looks to work baseline, tipped out by Mayberry. Man, he gives them problems defensively. Henry to the other side and just late on dumping it off. Whizzes that right by the head of Gatlin Keeling. I think Keeling thought he was going to take it all the way and pass from about 3 feet from him. He brings it across midcourt. Looks to the far side corner. Now in on the baseline to Ahart. Ahart hands it back off to Heese. Works baseline, goes to the hole, shot up, double clutched it, gets it to go.
Sam Peterson had a hand on it.
To the other side, Mayberry goes around one, through some traffic, gets it over to DeVries. Loads up a 3, good! Trace DeVries for 3.
Money.
To the other side, Panthers with a 6-point lead. Hole brings it up. Looks over to Hardy. Hardy back to Hole, drives in, looks to dump it off underneath. Tipped away, comes away to Mayberry. Feeds to the other side. Henry, reverse layup, shot up, won't go, but fouled. That's going to put Bradley Henry at the free throw line for 2. Henry with 5 points in this one. 3 of them came from the free throw line. Second foul called on Cody Tam, by the way. Free throw up and no good. Nathan Reynolds checks back in as Tam checks out. Sets up on his second. Free throws up and good. Panthers lead at 23-16, 3:10 left in the first half. Heese brings it across midcourt, works to the far side. Heese drives in, tries to go the whole way with it. Layup up, won't go. Sam Peterson with the rebound. Finds Henry. Henry brings it up. Crosses midcourt with it. Henry picks up his dribble. Outside, finds Mayberry. Drives the lane, dumps it off, trying to go to Gatlin Keeling. This one taken away. Comes out to Hardy. Hardy to the other side. Hardy through some traffic, kicks it outside. Finds Hole. Hole looks to his left, goes to his right, finds Heese. Heese drives in, and a foul called. Who are they putting it on?
It's not a shooting foul. We give it to DeVries. As they throw the ball in, skips
Gets
it over
it
to
in,
the three.
looks
There
out.
you go.
Finds Hardy. Hardy looks inside. Goes in underneath. This one tipped out, and Bradley had it. Then tipped out again by Peterson. DeVries comes away with it, but then Hardy takes it away. Shot up, won't go. Rebound put back there as Eldon gets it to go. Ahart. I mean, we had it taken away from him 3 times right there. Bradley Henry through traffic. Other side. Now goes out to Mayberry. Loses his dribble. Comes away to Eldon. Reynolds comes up with it. Goes to Hardy. Hardy to the other side. Layup up. Knocked away by Sam Peterson. Glad Sam had the contact first because I was worried Henry was about to get a foul. He was going up with a big tomahawk chop on that one.
The big whiff as Peyton Shannon comes in. Brylan Mayberry will head to the bench.
Eldon looks to get this one in. Looks to the near side. Finds Hardy. Hardy from outside. Looks in underneath, and a foul called. On the floor. They're putting that on Sam.
Waiting on it. 22. Sam Peterson.
So on the floor, but now puts us into the bonus. So that's going to put Ahart at the free throw line.
Just the first foul for Sam here tonight.
First free throw up and good.
Don't want to be sending him to the free throw line anymore.
2:02 left here in the first half. Ahart sets up for his second. Second free throw up and no good. Rebound comes away to Sam Peterson. Goes to Bradley Henry. Henry brings it up midcourt. Looks in near side. Finds Shannon. To the other side, back to Henry. Fakes it over. Now looks in underneath. Outside to Keeling. Keeling shot up. Takes a big bounce off the rim. Tipped out. Foul called underneath the basket. They putting that back on Sam. Yep.
Yep.
So Sam draws back-to-back fouls here, and that's going to put him back at the free throw line on the other side. That is on Britton Ahart, who's going to go to the free throw line, shoot these shots for Eldon. Free throw up and good.
Down to 1:45 left here in the second. 23-19 Panthers lead. 23-20, sorry.
Sets up, free throws up and good. It's a 2-point ball game. Checking in now is Sapp. Can't miss him with the hair. That's what we can call him, the hair. Henry brings it up. Looks over to Shannon. Back out to Henry. Henry looks into Sam, outside to Gatlin. Gatlin rolls to his right. Now looks over to Bradley. Bradley looks in underneath, trying to find DeVries. This one taken away by Heese. Heese to the other side, through traffic, was trying to find Hardy in the near side corner. Tipped out by Gatlin Keeling. Panthers lead it by 2. Eldon looks to inbound underneath their own goal. Brylan Mayberry checks in as Bradley Henry. Is it Bradley checking out?
No, DeVries is checking out.
Seeing Henry walking over there. He's just talking it over with Coach O.
Getting his ducks in a row, if you will.
Looks to get it in. Floats it in, finds Hardy. Hardy looks in underneath the basket. Turnaround jumper, shot is up and good. That looked pretty from Hunter Heese. We're tied up at 23. Panthers have led this by as much as 8. Other side. Finds Keeling over to Mayberry. Mayberry passes back to Keeling in the far side corner. Back out to Brylan. Near side to Shannon. Down to 58 seconds left here in the first half. We're all tied up at 23. Goes to Brylan. And rolls it around. Back over to Brylan. Near side. Goes to Bradley, loads up a three, in and out, won't go. This one tipped out, looked like it was last touch and is last touch by Eldon. As Ahart tips that one away. Hardy checks out as Tam checks back in, by the way.
All knotted up at 23 with 42 seconds left in the half.
Gets it into Bradley Henry. Henry to his left, drives in, shot up, won't go. Tip up, won't go. Another putback up from Henry, won't go. Comes away to Eldon. Eldon to the other side, near side. Looks out, finds Heese. Far side, now dumps it off underneath, and Eldon takes a 2-point lead as they get Ahart underneath the goal, adds 2.
19 seconds.
Panthers bring it up. Goes to Mayberry, drives baseline. Near side, Shannon for the lead for 3. Good! Peyton Shannon for 3. To the other side with Heese. Near side, baseline jumper, shot up, won't go. Bradley Henry with the rebound. Down to 1, need to put it up. Shot wasn't up in time. As time expires, we'll go to the half. Panthers lead it 26-25. We'll send it back to the studio. You're listening to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Panthers lead it here at the half, 26-25. Got a correction. So I was right. I was listening to Ben. He kept saying Hees. It is Hess.
I think we
it
should
is Hess.
Just throw it on Ben.
I'm blaming Ben.
That's right.
Sorry, folks. It is Hess. It is not Hees. Ben messed me up. Won't be the first time. It's not the first time. Won't be the last.
Yeah.
So we had that one right. Hey, Panthers lead it here at the half in a game that's gone back and forth. They've kind of controlled it, I thought. Had it out 8-9 point lead there. And Eldon has, fought right back in. They've taken advantage of some length they've had. I thought Hess has played well. Hart, the combination and the length those two have. Hardy has looked good for them as well. They've got a little bit of foul trouble with Hardy and Reynolds right now. On the other side, the Panthers have missed some bunnies.
We made some horrendous passes, too. They were long passes where, somebody like Hess, who's long, could just pick it off.
We have 2 possessions where Bradley's down here and has 3 offensive rebounds on 2 different possessions. Got six offensive rebounds and no points off of down here underneath the basket. Not typical for him, as he's not been able to finish at the rim so far tonight. Carson, we've had some stuff thrown away just off some guys' hands and just rocketing some stuff right by him, some passes. These no-look passes, sometimes the guy they're going to is not expecting them either. You're faking everybody out. And, we've seen that work out.
Nobody saw it.
We've seen that really work out, but we've seen times like this to where we've had some turnovers, and I'm sure Coach has kind of talked about just taking care of the basketball and getting some good shots. Shannon's come in, knocked down a couple threes. Trace DeVries come in, knocked down a three. So our perimeter shooting has looked a little bit better, but need to find a way to take advantage in other spots. Need to get Bradley going. It's not typical for Bradley to be at halftime with 6 points.
Right.
We need him to show up. I thought Mayberry, offensively, you're not seeing it on the point side, but defensively, man, he is such a pest defensively.
Yeah. And like I said, on the offensive side, once he gets going, he's got to get down there and take it off the dribble. Same thing with Henry. They're both really good off the dribble. They can force people to foul them. They can attack the basket. You'd like to see that happen here in the second.
And for Eldon, you've got to give them credit where it's due. These guys do a good job of getting back on defense.
Yeah.
Because what the Panthers want to do, they'll be handsy. They're going to knock these out. They're going to be all over you and knock this ball away. And they want to get up and they want to throw that thing down the floor and get that transition bucket and want to do it in a hurry. Well, Eldon's doing a good job of getting back. And they force some, what we would think of as bunnies, they force some tough shots back at the rim just by getting back on defense in a hurry and not wasting any time. So I thought that's they've done a good job there. Panthers half-court offense just hasn't really been that good so far.
No. It comes down to, the length there. Hess Kid and then what's the other one?
Hart.
Yeah. Him and Hart, they're, both, 6'4", and they got the wingspan of a pterodactyl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're going to reach out there and get in the passing lanes and deflect that stuff. And you're going to have to be careful with your passes here in the second.
Yeah, I had a message that said you guys are already at halftime. Well, we did. We started a lot earlier.
Yeah,
typically it's a 7:30 start time. JV tonight started at 5 o'clock. JV Panthers got the win there. And then, of course, Varsity immediately following. So we started here about 6:30 or so. So we are a little earlier. They have a long trip back.
So 3 hours, 3.5 hours?
I think they kind of agreed because this is going to be – next year we're going to be at their place. So they've agreed, hey, if you guys do it for us this year, we'll do it for you next year to where you're not getting back at 10:30 at night.
Hey, you know what that means?
So that's nice.
That means we get off early that day, right?
Yeah, we'll be making a long trip to Eldon.
That's
Any of those Eldon listeners, send us the nice places to go eat up around Eldon.
We like good places to eat.
We'll be there next year. 26-25, the halftime score as we're getting ready to get started. Before we do, we're going to kick it back to the studio, say thank you to a couple sponsors for making the broadcast possible. You're listening to Panther Basketball on Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Basketball on Big Country 99. We come out of it a little quicker than we thought. Allen to the other side just had a three knocked down by Reynolds. Allen's layup won't go. Rebound comes away to Eldon. They push it back the other way. Far side, Reynolds feeling it. Shoots a three here. Won't go. Rebound comes away to Gatling Keeling. Keeling brings it up the floor, pushes it up, finds Bradley Henry, far side corner. Henry backs it out. He's got one all over him. Looks to go underneath. Finds Shannon. Reverse layup. Up and good. We're tied up at 28 in the third. 7:20 left in the third. 28 all. As Hess brings it up. Hess to the near side. Kicks it out. Finds Reynolds. Goes over to Ahart. Pulls up on a three. Shot is up and good. Their perimeter shooting's picking up. They lead it by 3. Eldon with the lead. Panthers look to go the other way. This one last touch by Eldon as he was trying to dump it off to Carson Allen underneath the bucket. This one tipped away. Ball stays with the Panthers. 7:01 left in the third. Trailing by 3. What's going on here? Conversation down here.
Tell him to tuck his shirt in.
Tuck your shirt in. Come on, Hole. Get tucked in, buddy. Hole, I was thinking those pink shoes are going to kind of stand out. I think Hole might be the only one without them. Panthers look to get this one in. They'll now inbound it in front of their own bench. Is that right? I mean,
14's not wearing. Is that Hall?
Okay, now 14 and 12. So Reynolds and Hull, the other 3 are wearing pink shoes. Henry shot up and good. A little floater off that left side with the right hand. To the other side, goes around his back. Good ball movement there from Hess. Now I'm all messed up.
You got it in your head.
This one last touch by Shannon goes out. Ball stays with Eldon.
Those are some bright pink shoes, that's for sure.
Looks to get this one in. Hess gets it into Reynolds. Looks outside. Now back to Hess. Hess backs it out. Looks over to Hardy. Hardy works to his right side. Backs it out near midcourt. Near side to Hull. Hull hands this one off to Hess. Outside now Reynolds loads up a 3. Top of the key. It's good. Money.
Goodness.
He has 2 threes here in the third. Panthers trail by 4. Foul called. And that's going to be on Hess. Trying to apply some pressure, was breaking on the ball and got into Mayberry. I think that's going to be Hess's first, by the way. He's played a clean game.
Yep, just his first.
Gets it into Bradley Henry. Henry brings it up and across the floor. Goes across midcourt with it. Down to 6:10 left in the third. Henry to his right. Panthers trail by 4. Score 34-30. In underneath. Goes to Mayberry. Mayberry will be mugged underneath the basket. Shot up, won't go. I think they're going to put that on Ahart.
He just barely caught that one on his fingertips there. That was a big pass there from Sam.
Mayberry sets up at the free throw line. First one's up and good. So who'd they put the foul on? Because I didn't catch the number on that. They didn't put it up.
He didn't put it up on the board.
Second one up and good. Gets his money's worth out of the rim. Goes to Hess. Hess brings it up and across midcourt. Has Keeling in front of him. Looks to the near side, or far side, right in front of their bench. Now this one taken away by Bradley Henry. They're trying to go to Hole. Goes to Mayberry. Mayberry's layup up. Won't go. Henry with a rebound. Going back up for the putback. Up and good. And we're tied up at 34. Panthers trying to put some pressure on defensively now. Hess brings it up and across midcourt. Has Keeling in front of him. Works across. Goes to Hardy. Near side to Reynolds. Reynolds to his left. Picks up his dribble. Dumps it off underneath. Taken away by Gatlin Keeling. Off the hands of Ahart. Keeling cross midcourt. Goes all the way. Shot up off the glass. Won't go. This one tipped around. There's a last touch by Shannon as the ball goes out. So the ball goes back to Eldon, to the Mustangs.
All knotted up at 34 with 5:21 left here in the third. Say that was on number 1, his second.
Hess brings it up. Goes all the way. Little floater off the right hand. Shot up. Won't go. Foul called. He had his own rebound. Was going back for the putback. And I think this might be on Sam Peterson. It is. That's going to be Sam's third foul. Puts Hess at the free throw line.
So the one before that you were asking about was Hess. That would have been his, yeah, it would have been his second.
Okay, so Hess picked up that.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be on Ahart.
Yeah, no, they gave it to Hess.
Now with 2 fouls. Free throw for Hess is up and good on the first one.
7 points on the night for Hess.
Sets up for his second. Second free throw up and good. Unger gets it into Henry. Henry brings it up and across midcourt, splits a couple defenders, dumps it off underneath, and Sam Peterson couldn't get a hold of that one. Fires that one right by Sam. Coach O says, hey, that was tipped by Eldon. Officials not going for it. Eldon leads it by 2, 36-34. Goes to Hess. Hess goes to Hull. Hull brings it up and across midcourt. Looks back to Hess. Far side finds Hardy. Now to Reynolds underneath. Goes to Ahart. Shot up and good. Off the glass and gets it to go. Panthers back to trailing by 4. Goes to Shannon. Shannon trying to go to Peterson and throws this one away to the Panther bench. Another turnover.
Sub coming. Shannon will come out.
Trace checks in. Not seeing Emery tonight.
No, he played two quarters of JV tonight.
Yeah, so he should be eligible to play in this.
Yeah,
yeah,
of course. I'm saying that he. Yeah.
Right. Not seen him check in yet. Hardy looks over. Finds Hess, goes back to Hardy, through some traffic, shot up, won't go, rebound tipped out, DeVries comes away with it, goes to Brylan Mayberry, Mayberry across midcourt, works to his right, nearly lost his dribble, now trying to work back over, DeVries able to run it down, throws it to Bradley Henry, Henry through some traffic, goes to the hole, foul called on the floor.
Shot doesn't count.
And that's going to be on Hess as well, he just picked up his third.
38-36 the score. Eldon leads. Second foul on 3.
Sets up on the and one. It's up and good. Makes this a 1-point game. So Henry gets 2. The and one makes this a 1-point game. And Bradley now has 13 points in this game. Take it away. Mayberry tipped that out. Hess comes away with it. Drives to the hole. Shot up and good. Kid's an athlete. To the other side, goes to Unger. Unger looks underneath, wasn't there. Looks out, finds Mayberry at the top of the key. Panthers trail it by 3. 3:47 left here in the third. This one tipped out, comes away to Eldon, goes to Hess, to the other side to Reynolds. Near side, finds Hardy. Hardy works to his left, looks out, goes in underneath, shot up, and no good. Ahart put that one up. Rebound comes away to Peterson. To the other side with Mayberry's. Brylan brings it up and across midcourt. Brylan works to his right, goes through some traffic, shot up, won't go, draws a foul. That's going to be on number 3, Britton Ahart, 6'4" sophomore.
That'll be 3 for him, yeah.
3 on him now.
14 fouls for Eldon. One more, we're in the bonus.
So they didn't update the board. That last one was on Hess, but they left it at 2.
Right, they put it on after you looked at. He had 1.
Oh, okay. Well, then that means the previous one wasn't on him on the other side.
No, I'll explain it to you later.
Yep. Mayberry sets up on the free throw. Missed the first one. Second one is up and good. Gets this one up to Hull. Hull brings it up the floor. Brings it across midcourt. Looks over, finds Hardy. Hardy looks to Reynolds. Reynolds steps back on a long 2, shot up and good. Kid can shoot. He now has 8 points in this one. Bradley Henry brings it up and across midcourt. Henry looks to Unger. Unger looks out, finds Mayberry. Mayberry to his left, drives to the hole, shot up and fouled. So they're going to put this one on.
Give it to 1 or 11? Is there an 11?
Number 12.
12.
So he put it on Talon Hull.
Sends Mayberry to the line. 42-38 here with 2:55 left in the third.
We got to make these free throws.
First one rims off.
No good. Sets up for his second. Second free throws up and no good. Reynolds comes away with the rebound. Eldon brings it back the other way as Reynolds sets it up here for the Mustangs. Kicks it out to Hess at midcourt. Hess has Destin Unger in front of him. Works around Unger to his left. Tipped out by Mayberry, trying to hustle back over to it. Tipped out, and they're going to say the last touch by Devin Hardy. Ball goes back to the Panthers. Good defense there by Brylan Mayberry. 2:40 left here in the third. Score 42-38. Eldon leads it. Henry to Mayberry and back to Henry. Looks to the near side to Trace DeVries. Inside to Unger. Unger shot up off the glass, up and won't go. Rebound comes away to Reynolds. Gets it out to Hess. Hess brings it up and across midcourt for Eldon. Hess goes around one. Kicks to the far side. Loads up a three and called for the travel. Shot would have been no good. Took a big bounce off the rim, but called for the travel before the shot.
Down to 2:19 here in the third. 42-38, Panther basketball.
Brings it up. Comes across, goes to DeVries. DeVries on the near side. Looks in on the baseline to Sam Peterson, out to Bradley Henry. Henry loads up a three. Shot up, no good, off the front iron. DeVries with the rebound. Goes back to Mayberry. Shot up, won't go. Destin Unger gets an offensive board, then taken away. Foul called. He's coming up the floor. Hess came away with it.
It's going to be on Brylan Mayberry. They're calling for the block.
That's going to be number 2 on Brylan. As Eldon looks to get this one in, Hess to pass it in. Goes to Hardy. Hardy brings it up the floor. 1:54 left here in the third. Panthers trail it by 4. Looks over, far side. Looks to drive the baseline. Hess with the basketball. Looks out top of the key. Puts up a three. Shot up. A little short there. Rebound comes away to Mayberry, who's fouled. That's going to be called on Devin Hardy, it looked like.
We're in the bonus, so we'll go to the other side and shoot 2.
We need Brylan to make his free throws.
It's going to be 3 on Hardy. Yeah, especially down the stretch here. You know, as good as he is off the dribble penetration and everything, you want to make them commit fouls, but you got to make those shots to make it count.
Yeah, first one's up and good.
42-39 now. Eldon leads.
Hardy checks out. Number 10, Basher, checks in. Second free throw's up and good. It's a 2-point ball game. Score 42-40.
That's 10 on the night for Mayberry.
Hess brings it up the floor. Goes the hole. Hole looks over to the far side corner. Now back out, near side, goes to Reynolds. Reynolds works to his left. Now works it back to the top to Hess. Hess sets up the offense from midcourt. Looks over to Hole on the far side. Hole tries to dribble out of it. Looks over to Hess on the near side. Hess back over to Hole. Loads up a three. Won't go. Rebound comes away to Bradley Henry. Henry brings it up the floor, crosses midcourt with it. Henry to his right, trying to split a couple defenders. Kicks it out. Sam Peterson. Peterson across the floor, goes to Trace DeVries. DeVries out to Mayberry. Mayberry to his right, trying to force his way into some traffic. Layup up, won't go. Rebound comes away to Eldon. Hess to the other side. Man, he's quick. Layup up, won't go, but a foul called. 2 free throws on the way for Hunter Hess.
Kid's like a condor out there. Of course he's
it's
fast.
all over the place.
Got 9-foot-long legs and 10-foot-long arms.
He has 9 points on the night. He's going to the free throw line. 2 shots coming. That's now 4 fouls on Sam Peterson, by the way. Free throws up and good.
Wow. I didn't realize this.
Hess is now into double digits.
Peterson will come out. Carson Allen checks in. There you go. Brody Emery checks in. And Unger goes out. And also, we got 12 in as well.
Gatlin?
Yeah, Gatlin Keeling.
Hess sets up for his second free throw. It's up and money for him. 4-point ball game. Hess now with 11 points on the night. Bradley Henry brings it up and across midcourt. Works from the top. Tries to split a couple defenders. Ball taken away by Hess. Hess to the other side. Looks around. Layup up and good.
Timeout called.
Coach O seen enough here. He wants to take time. As he takes time, we'll take time as well. Panthers trail by 6. Score 46-40 with 30 seconds left in the third. We'll send it back to the studio. You were listening to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther basketball on your home of Panther Sports. Big Country 99. Carson Allen, by the way, back into the game. Sam Peterson to the bench. Sam has 4 fouls in this one. He's down there playing amongst the trees. A couple 6'4" fellas and getting into a little foul trouble. 30.6 seconds left here in the third. It's a 6-point ball game. Panthers trail it with the basketball. Bradley Henry brings it up and across midcourt. Finds Brody Emery, who's checked in. Looks to the near side. Finds Gatlin Keeling across the floor. Goes to Bradley. Goes to Brody. Brody back out to Bradley. Bradley into some traffic. Layup up and good. And that's the things that he can do that most can't. He had all 5 right around him, by the way. 4-point ball game as Reynolds brings it up and across midcourt. Reynolds looks to kick it out. Loads up a 3. No good.
Missed everything.
It's a 4-point ball game. Panthers trail it 46-42 as we head to the fourth. We'll send it back to the studio. You're listening to Panther basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther basketball on Big Country 99. Gets it into Bradley Henry. Henry sets it up here for the Panthers, who trail by 4 to Eldon. Picks up his dribble, looks to the other side, goes to Carson Allen, who is tangled up with Gatlin Keeling. Outside to Brody Emery, who fires a 3. Shot up, won't go. Rebound comes away to Eldon. That is Ahart bringing it up the floor. Looks over to Hardy. Hardy works to his left. He's looking over to Hess. They'll set it up here from midcourt. 7.5 minutes left in this game. Score 46-42. Pulls it in, dumps it off. Looks out to Hess. Hess looks to the far side. Rolls to his right. That's Hole with the basketball. Goes back to Hess. Hess drives in. Looks outside. Far side. Hardy for 3. Shot up. Won't go. Rebound comes away to Ahart. Offensive rebound there for Eldon. Looks to the far side to Hess. Hess works from the far side. Look baseline. Instead kicks it out. Now a long 2 pulled up, won't go, and that was number 24, Tam, on the missed shot. To the other side, Gatlin Keeling. Keeling works to his right, goes to Brody Emery. Nearly lost the ball. Brody looks back outside to Gatlin Keeling. Down to 6:47 left here in the ball game. Back to Brody, trying to feed it inside to Carson Allen. Now we've got a scrum for it. Who wants to come away with it? Brody Emery ends up with it. Goes to Gatlin Keeling, nearly loses the ball there too. Now trying to go to Bradley Henry. It's been sloppy. Henry feeds it into Carson. Carson pulls it down, works to his right, looks over to Trace DeVries. DeVries from midcourt, goes back to Bradley. Bradley pulls up on a jumper, shot up, won't go. Rebound comes away to Eldon. That's Ahart with it, brings it up the floor. Looks over to Hole. Hole dumps it off to Ahart, shot up and good. Out to a 6-point lead here for Eldon. Goes to Bradley Henry. Henry trying to go to DeVries and throws away the ball. DeVries wasn't looking for it. Sloppy.
Biggest lead of the game for Eldon.
48-42, Panthers trail. 6:04 left in the game.
You got some subs here.
Emery checks out. So back on the floor now, Sam Peterson with 4 fouls. Carson Allen also goes to the bench. Bradley Henry on the floor. Brylan Mayberry.
Peyton
Shannon and Gatlin Keeling. Look to get this one in. Goes in underneath. They attack Sam immediately. Shot is up and in.
Nice job by Sam.
It's an 8-point ball game. Yeah, I mean, there's not much he could do there. If he goes up, he's going to foul out.
Yeah.
The other side to Shannon. Back out to Brylan. Brylan across the floor goes to Gatlin Keeling. Keeling from the near side corner. Has Hess in front of him. Looks out to Bradley Henry. Henry from the top. Henry through traffic. Shot off the right hand up and in as Bradley Henry answers back. Back to a 6-point ball game. Gets this one into Ahart. Ahart brings it up the floor. Comes across midcourt with it. Looks to the near side. Finds Reynolds. Taken away by Bradley Henry. Henry's layup up and in. Gets the foul too, and one coming.
Did you see that up and under?
Yep. Fakes to the left. Brings it up and under. Goes to his right side. Gets the shot to go, and one coming. And now Bradley Henry with 19 points in this one to lead all scorers.
Quietly. Quiet 19 points.
That's, by the way, was called on Talon Hull.
Second.
Just his second. The end one for Bradley's up and good. Makes this a one-possession game. It's a 3-point game. Score 50-47. 5:20 left in the game. Eldon looks to get it up. Goes over to Hardy. Hardy splits, trying to split a couple defenders. Lost his dribble, runs it down. Looks to the near side, trying to go over to Reynolds. Gets Reynolds on the baseline. Reynolds backs it out, goes back to Hardy, top of the key. Hardy feeds it in underneath and a foul called. It's going to be on Brylan Mayberry. First team foul here in the fourth for the Panthers. That's going to be number 3 on Brylan.
Hey, that's 2 minutes without a foul.
Brylan has got 10 points on the night. He's been a typical Tasmanian Devil on defense, though. Done a good job. 5:08 left in this game. Panthers trail by 3. Eldon with the basketball. Gets it into Ahart. Ahart goes to Hess. Hess works from midcourt. Hess works to the near side. Looks out. Top of the key. Goes to Hull. Hull has Bradley Henry in front of him. Looks over to Hess. Hess dumps it back. This one nearly just gets by Bradley. Ends up in the hands of Hardy. Finds Reynolds. Reynolds dribbles in. Looks to dump it off underneath. Nearly lost his dribble. Shot up. Won't go. Gets his own rebound. Shot up off the glass and good. That's Hull who gets the rebound and the putback. It's a 5-point ball game. Panthers trail it. Looks out, finds Bradley Henry. Henry across the floor, goes to Mayberry. Mayberry looks to drive baseline. Instead, goes across the floor to Bradley Henry. Those long passes across the floor. Looks back to Brylan, goes baseline. Looks to Shannon for 3. Up, won't go. Gets his own rebound, works back to the glass. Shot up and good. Good job there by Peyton Shannon.
Way to follow your rebound.
Yeah, follow your shot, work it back in. The other side to Hull. Hull goes in underneath, shot up, won't go, missed the bunny. That was Ahart who missed. To the other side with Bradley Henry. Henry's up and around, blocking foul called. 2 free throws on the way for Bradley Henry.
Up and under won't fall for him that time.
Trailing by 3, Bradley Henry has 2 free throws on the way. It's going to be called on Hess. That'll be number 3 on him. Hess has played well. He has 13 points tonight, but I'm telling you who's been quiet tonight, and that's Ahart, who has 18, and it doesn't even seem like
No, it doesn't seem like you've said his name near as much as we've talked about Hess.
And it's because Hess handles the ball a lot, I think,
right.
But Ahart has kind of cleaned it up, got him some putbacks. He's played well in this one, has 18 points to lead all scores for Eldon.
A lot of offensive rebounds and putbacks there.
Henry's first free throws up and good. There's no more 1-and-1s, guys. They were going in for the rebound. Didn't realize it was 2 free throws. Bradley sets up.
Down to 3:57 in this game. It's a 2-point ball game. Sweat on the floor. That's what we're doing.
Official called for the towel here.
So what you were saying before about how the foul wasn't the way that it happened was the scoreboard didn't put it up for about a minute and a half after.
Gotcha. Henry sets up at the free throw line for his second. Up and no good off the front iron. Foul called. If that's on Sam. He's done. He is.
That's going to do it for Sam Peterson. Called for the push there.
Sam Peterson just fouled out. Going to take time to talk it over. As they take time, we'll take time as well. Panthers trail it by 2. Score 52-50. 3:57 left in the game. We'll send it back to the studio. You're listening to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Panthers trail this by 2. Eldon leads it 52-50 with 3:57 left in the game. Eldon has the basketball, looking inbound here. Panthers putting on a full-court press here.
It's been a battle.
Trying to put some pressure on. This one tipped out. Good defense there by Gatlin Keeling.
We'll have to finish it out without Sam Peterson. Fouled out there just before the timeout.
Gets it in. Goes to Hardy. Hardy picks up his dribble. Finds Hess. Hess looks back to Hardy. Brings it across midcourt. Looks to dump it in underneath. Off his hands. Comes away to Gatlin Keeling as he was trying to throw it back in. Goes to Bradley Henry. Henry shot up. Won't go. Foul called. 2 free throws on the way for Bradley Henry.
3:39 left in the ball game here. 2-point differential. We need these free throws.
Bradley Henry sets up. First free throw up and good.
1-point ball game.
Panthers have trailed by as much as 8, and they've led by as much as 9. Second free throw up and good. We're all tied up. Tied up at 52. 3:38 left here in the game. To the other side. Hole goes to the hole. Shot up. Won't go. Foul called. Now you put Hole at the free throw line. It's going to become a free throw shooting contest.
Yeah, that's going to be on Shannon, I think.
So Hole goes to the line.
Just the first on Shannon.
Yep, he's got him to give.
Do they take one shot away?
They're saying one shot. What?
Yeah, one shot.
Free throws up and no good. What in the world happened there? I missed it.
Was it a lane violation maybe?
Maybe. They took away one free throw shot, so he missed on his one free throw that he did get. Rebound goes to the Panthers. Bradley Henry brings it up and across midcourt, finds Brylan Mayberry, goes back over to Bradley Henry. Play catch with it here. And back over to Henry, who sets up. Henry rolls to his left. Looks to drive in. That's cut off. Hess was there. Finds Shannon out to Brylan. Across the floor goes to Gatlin Keeling. Keeling looks in on the baseline. That was cut off by Hess. To the other side goes to Bradley. Bradley back to his left. Picks up his dribble. Shot up. Won't go. Gets his own rebound. Puts this up high off the glass. He'll be fouled. Puts Bradley Henry back at the free throw line. Another couple offensive rebounds.
Yep, 14 fouls now, 2 for Eldon, which means
Remind me to ask
one away
Coach
from the
O about
bonus.
that. Has he been working on padding the stats on those offensive rebounds? We've been talking about offensive rebounds. That's number 4 on Ahart, by the way. As they take time, we'll take time as well. 2 free throws on the way for Bradley Henry on the other side of the commercial break. We'll send it back. You're listening to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Basketball on Big Country 99. Bradley Henry at the free throw line. First free throws up and good.
1-point ball game, Panther advantage.
Bradley sets up for his second free throw. He now has 24 on the night. He can make it 25 right here. Up and good. 25 points on the night for Bradley Henry to lead all scores. Hess brings it up and across midcourt. Looks to the near side to Hull. Hull rolls to his left. He's directing the offense here. Sets him up. Looks to go back to Hess. Kind of hands that off. Goes to Hardy. Hardy out to Reynolds. Reynolds starts to drive in. Looks back out to Hardy. This one tipped out. And last touch there by Eldon. And that was last touch by Ahart as it goes out.
You're going to have pressure here from Eldon.
2:24 left in the game. Goes to Henry. Henry goes back to Mayberry. Mayberry back to Henry. Brings it across midcourt. Tries to split defenders, and he draws the foul. Blocking foul called on Hunter Hess.
Hey, guess what?
What's that?
There's 5 team fouls.
Yeah.
Shooting 2 for the rest of the game here.
Yep, that's going to be number 4 on Hess. So now Hess and Ahart both have 4 apiece.
And then 12 has 3.
Yeah, they have.
And so does 2.
They're in a little bit of foul trouble there. Free throw from Bradley's up and good. Makes it a 3-point ball game. That's a big one because these guys have shot well from outside.
Yes.
Reynolds stepped in, knocked down couple threes. Hardy's knocked down a couple. Second one's up and no good off the front iron. Rebound comes away to Hess. Panthers lead by 3 as Hess brings it up. This one tipped out, and they're going to call a foul on Brylan Mayberry. He now has 4.
Just got a little.
So Sam Peterson's already fouled out for the Panthers. Now Mayberry has 4.
I love Coach Openshaw.
Get it over to Reynolds. Reynolds sets up from midcourt. Finds Hess. Hess looks the near side corner. Puts up a 3. Shot up, won't go. Brylan Mayberry with the rebound. Brings it up the floor. Mayberry looks to back it out. Down to 1:55 left. Picks up his dribble and a timeout called. Coach O takes time. As he takes time, we'll take time as well. 1:53 left in the game. Panthers lead it 55-52. We'll send it back to the studio. You're listening to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Panthers lead it by 3 here, 55-52 the score, 1:53 left in the ball game. 5 team fouls for Eldon, 4 team fouls for the Panthers, so the next one there will put them into the bonus. So we come out here. Panthers with the basketball and a 3-point lead. We're going to space the floor out. What's the conversation here?
He blew the whistle, so. No idea.
All right, Destin Unger looks to get it in, finds Gatlin Keeling. Keeling goes to his left, crosses midcourt with it, picks up his dribble, finds Destin Unger, and a foul called. It's going to be called on number 24. Is that on Tam?
Yes.
Oh, they actually fouled Gatlin Keeling. I thought it was fouled Unger, but Keeling
That's
goes to
4
the
on
free throw
Tam.
line.
I'm sorry, 3 on Tam.
First one's up and good for Gatlin. It's his first points of the night, which is not the usual night for Gatlin Keeling.
Subs. That's 1 checking back in.
Yeah, they're kind of subbing them guys out that have the 4 fouls.
Offensive and defensive.
Second one's up and good. He makes this a 5-point ball game. Reynolds gets it back to Hess. Hess brings it up and across midcourt. Looks the near side to hole. Back to Reynolds from midcourt. Down to 1:40 left in the game. Score here 57-52. Goes to Hess, who has Keeling in front of him. Works to his right. Finds Reynolds. Reynolds outside.
Minute 30.
Finds Hardy. Hardy cuts to his left. Picks up his dribble. Now looks to get it in. Dumps it off. Shot up from Ahart is up and good. Gets it to go. Now we'll have a timeout taken by Eldon. As they take time, we'll take time. It's a 3-point ball game. Panthers with the basketball. A minute 20 left in the game. We'll send it back to the studio. You're listening to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Score here 57-54, minute 20 left in the ball game. Panthers lead it over Eldon. Panthers have the basketball. They'll look to get it in. Eldon taking some time. They're going to put some pressure on. They're going to set their 2 guys that have the 4 fouls and try to put some pressure on these Panthers to get this ball in. I'm telling you, anytime you have Hess on the bench and Ahart, you've got a better look.
Oh, Brush checking in on the YouTube stream there. He wanted to make sure.
Brush on there?
Yeah. Wants to make sure I give you your cookies. They're in the back of my truck. Don't let you.
Oh, the Christmas cookies?
Yeah. He was mad at me because my Christmas cookies were still in the back of the truck.
Mayberry goes over to Bradley. Bradley will be fouled on the other side. It's going to become a free throw shooting contest. Bradley Henry's going to the free throw line. Needs to make him pay for it right here.
Don't worry, Brush. I ate the Christmas cookies already.
What kind did he send?
Way to ask me.
Oh.
You know what kind he makes. Those ones with the Hershey's Kisses in them.
Oh, were they like peanut butter cookies with the kisses in them?
I think so, yeah.
Sounds good. Free throws up and no good from Bradley.
Who knew Brush was Susie Homemaker?
Hey, man, ever since I've known him, I've known that. The dude can cook. He can bake. Sets up for his second free throw. Bradley Henry's free throw up and good. Makes it a 4-point ball game. Gets it into Reynolds. Reynolds looks back to Hess. Or excuse me, that was Ahart. Goes to Hull. Hull brings it up and across midcourt. This one tipped around. Bradley comes away with it. Bradley splits 2 defenders. Works it across the floor and fouled by Reynolds. 2 free throws on the way.
We're under a minute.
Need these free throws.
Yeah, I guess if I would have, checked the chat earlier, I could have told you that it was Hess instead of.
Oh, they.
Yeah, they messaged in.
Gotcha. Well, I think Dad came over and got us lined out. Free throws up and good. We appreciate it. Hey, we like to be lined out. We want to do it right.
We want it to be right.
Sets up. First one was good. Second one's good too. Bradley's made this a 6-point ball game. Score now 60-54. Eldon brings it up. This one taken away by Bradley Henry. Takes it out of the hands of Hess. Hess to the other side. Bradley backs it out. He wants to draw another foul. Goes to Shannon, throws it away. Pushes it up the floor, trying to go to Hardy. Hardy shot up and in.
Timeout.
Makes it a 4-point ball game. Say take time, we'll take time as well. 39.2 seconds left in the game. Panthers lead it 60-56. We'll send it back to the studio. You're listening to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Score here 60-56, 39.2 seconds left in the game. Panthers lead it by 4. And they'll look to inbound the basketball. Eldon took some time there. They want to get the right guys on the floor. As Shannon looks to get it in. He had Gatlin, floats it into Mayberry instead. Mayberry goes up and over Reynolds to get it. Reynolds will foul Bryland. Bryland struggled a little at the free throw line.
So, Rocky, I think I may have caused a problem here.
Uh-oh.
Cousin Justin texted me during the
feeling left out.
Yeah, he said, "Hey, Brush, where's my Christmas cookies?"
Yep.
So I'll let Brush and Cousin Justin handle that.
Bryland's free throws up and no good.
Tell you what, I wouldn't want to meet him in a dark alley.
Yes, Ahart, Hull, and Hardy all check back in.
4-point ball game, 37 seconds left.
Sets up on his second free throw, up and no good. This one tipped out and turnover there. Hess was going up, and he tipped that ball out as he was coming down with it, stepped out. Tough break for them.
You can't get luckier than that, though, for us.
Panthers look to inbound now underneath their own basket, leading by 4 with 36 seconds left in this game. Pitches this in to Bradley Henry, who runs it down. And he'll then be fouled. Vasher fouls him. They waste no time getting their fouls in.
Unfortunately, with it, being an automatic shooting 2 situation here, and especially when you have a good free throw shooter, you're just extending the game.
Yep. First one's up and no good.
That's what I get for that.
Well, you could have put this thing away at the free throw line if you just we've missed too many free throws in this.
34.7 seconds left in the ball game.
Second one for Bradley's up and no good as well. Rebound comes away to Ahart, who goes to Reynolds. Reynolds brings it up the floor. It's a 4-point ball game. This one tipped out by Gatlin Keeling. 27 seconds left in the game.
Just got to stick tight defensively here, not foul.
Panthers lead by 4, 60-56. As they get it in, Ahart goes back to Hess. Hess brings it up and across midcourt. Hess picks up his dribble, kicks it out, top of the key, now rolls it over. Ahart for 3, shot up, won't go, gets his own rebound. Kicks it out to Reynolds, who puts up a 3, shot up, won't go. Rebound goes to Hess. Hess is shot up and good.
And fouled.
11.4 seconds left and foul, so an and one coming for Hess. Now, question for you here.
60-58, isn't it?
Yeah, it's what it should be. And one coming.
It'll be a 1-point ball game with 11.4 if he makes this.
Does Hess try to put this hard off the front of the rim to see if he can get the rebound? Got 11.4 seconds left.
That's dicey. That's dicey. I mean, the best you're going to do is tie it.
Reynolds checks out. Connor says no.
Connor says no, huh?
Free throws up and good.
Connor was right.
1-point game. Gets it into Bradley Henry, who will be fouled. Got to make her free throws on the other side.
Didn't take much off the clock there, down to 9.1.
Bradley missed the last 2 free throws. Mayberry missed 2 before him. 9.1 seconds left. It's now a 1-point ball game. Score 60-59. Both teams into the bonus. Henry's free throw up and no good.
Oh, man. That's a killer right there.
Yep.
Just, that's 3 in a row for Bradley Henry.
Getting tired.
9.1 seconds left, 1-point ball game.
Free throw up and good. So it's a 2-point game now. Ahart gets it in. Now to the far side corner, looks in underneath the hole. Shot up, won't go, blocked, and up and in. We're tied up, we're going to overtime.
Oh, I know somebody that's going to love that.
Going to overtime, tied at 61.
Coach Openshaw giving the official the business. He wanted that foul down there and didn't get it.
Yep.
Leads to the overtime here. You want to send it back to get a word?
The officials were not about to get involved in that. They were going to let it play out either way. We're tied up at 61, going to overtimes. We'll send it back to the studio. You're listening to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Put 4 minutes on the clock. We're going into overtime. Eldon's made a long trip down here. We're going to go ahead and make it a long night.
We're going to get our money's worth tonight, that's for sure.
Hess goes to the middle. He's going to, nope. Okay, they were setting up to jump. They're now going to swap sides on which way they're jumping. They were facing the wrong way. So Hess there to jump, Henry there to jump with him. Bradley Henry, 30 points on the night to lead all scorers. Hess with 3 fouls, by the way. So does our 4 fouls. This one up, comes away to Eldon as Hardy comes away with it. Goes over to Hess, back to Hardy. Hardy for midcourt. Tied up at 61 in overtime. Hardy picks up his dribble. This one tipped out, comes away to Mayberry, gets it off to Bradley Henry, then taken away by Hull. Hull drives in, shot up, goes up and around Mayberry, up and good. Gives Eldon a 2-point lead. Brylan Mayberry brings it up the floor. Near side goes to Bradley Henry, outside to Mayberry. Mayberry from the top of the key, back over to Henry. Henry drives through the lane, layup up and good. We're tied up at 63. Shout out to Connor McNew, checking in. To the other side, looks at the corner to Reynolds. Reynolds works to his right, looks back to his left. Far side corner to Hardy. Looks out to Hess at midcourt, down to 3:08 left in the game. Tied up at 63. Loads up a three from Hess. Shot up, won't go. Bradley Henry with the rebound. As Henry pulls it in, looks to bring it up the floor. Goes to Brylan Mayberry. Mayberry brings it across midcourt. Under 3 minutes to play. Tied up at 63. Finds Shannon. Shannon works to his right. Across the floor. Goes to Mayberry. Now trying to go inside. This one tipped out. Was tipped by Reynolds. Comes away to Hess. Hess to the other side. Other side to Hull. Hull backs it out towards midcourt. Now looks over to Reynolds. Reynolds looks to work the baseline. Picks up his dribble. Tipped out. Taken away by Brylan Mayberry. Mayberry with the steal. He's looking to put on some pressure. They're setting up. He goes around him. Layup up and in. Brylan Mayberry gives the Panthers a 2-point lead.
Back
to
on
the
defense.
other side. Hardy brings it up and across midcourt. Dumps it off. Goes to Hess. Hess drives to the lane. Shot up. Won't go, but a blocking foul called on the floor. Nope, they're saying 2 free throws on the way.
Down to 2:18 left here in overtime. 65-63 Panthers lead.
It's going to be called on Peyton Shannon, and that's a big one because he's got him to give.
Yeah, as long as it wasn't on five, that's all we.
Free throws up and good. Makes it a 1-point ball game. Hess gets that one to go. They don't have his points up there. He's got to be in the 14-15 range, maybe more. Second free throws up and no good. Panthers have a 1-point lead in the basketball. Goes to Bradley Henry. Henry brings it up and across midcourt. 65-64 ball game. Bradley from the far side looks across the floor. Goes to Brylan Mayberry. Through traffic. He's tripped. We're going to get a foul call.
Nope, they called him for the travel.
Called him for the travel. Gives the ball back to Eldon. Panthers with a 1-point lead. Eldon with the basketball. 2:05 left in the game. We're in overtime. To the other side. Goes to Hardy. Hardy brings it up and across midcourt. Hardy goes to his left. Drives the lane. Goes to the hole. Shot up. No good. Tipped out. Comes away to Eldon. Reynolds ends up with it. He had a wide open lane there. Just missed it. Was able to somehow tip it back out.
Minute 50.
They'll reset. Goes to Hess. Hess has Gatlin Keeley in front of him. Goes back to Reynolds. Reynolds to his left. Looks across the floor. Far side. Hardy drives the lane. Shot up and in. Gives Eldon a 1-point lead. 66-65. Bradley Henry to the other side for the Panthers with a minute and a half left. Goes to Shannon. Back to Henry. Goes to Keeling. Keeling on the near side. Backs it out. 1:23 left in overtime. Finds Shannon across the floor. Goes to Keeling. Keeling had to go up after that one. Kicks it out to Mayberry. Goes baseline. And foul call.
He's fouled out.
So Hess is now fouled out of the game as he fouls Brylan Mayberry.
Called him for the block. Going to plead his case with the official. Gets sent to the bench for his trouble.
So they're going to take time to talk it over. We're going to take time as well. We'll send it back to the studio. You are listening to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Country 99, Brylan Mayberry makes his first to tie it up at 66. Sets up for his second. Second free throw up and good. Gives the Panthers a 1-point lead. Looks to get it in. Finds Hardy. Hardy brings it up the floor here for the Eldon Mustangs. Panthers lead at 67-66, 1:08 left. We're in overtime. Looks to the near side. Finds Reynolds. Hess is fouled out of this game, by the way. Looks to work to the other side. Finds Hardy. Looks to dump it off in underneath. Tipped out. Last touched by Bradley Henry. Ball stays with Eldon.
56 seconds left in the ball game.
They were trying to go in underneath to Ahart. Ahart leads all scorers on that side for the Mustangs with 18.
He has 4 fouls as well.
Gets it into Ahart, kicks it out to Hardy. Hardy is trying to look back to Ahart. He's got him sliced under the basket, pulls up on a shot. Shot up, won't go. Tipped around, comes away. Peyton Shannon gets the rebound. Down there amongst the Giants. And timeout called by Coach O as they had him trapped down there. We get the time, 44.8 seconds left. Panthers lead at 67-66. We'll send it back to the studio. You are listening to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. We've been treated to a good one here tonight.
Man.
Panthers need a game like this right before the blue and gold. Show some grit.
Those
lead it by 1, 67-66, 44.8 seconds left. Panthers will look to inbound the ball. They'll have to go the full length of the court here. So inbound underneath the Eldon goal.
44 seconds left, 5 team fouls apiece. Any foul here is going to lead to 2 free throws.
Ahart's gone to the bench, by the way, with his 4 fouls. They're going to sub him in and out. Mayberry looks to get it in, goes to Unger, back to Mayberry. Mayberry brings it up the floor. Push it up to Gatlin Keeling. Keeling to the other side. He'll be fouled.
38 seconds.
Hey, this foul game put them right back in this thing earlier. I mean, we absolutely shot their way back into it.
Yeah, I was having a hard time with the rule change and understanding how that was going to affect the game as the first one rims
Gatlin
off.
Misses his first. Yeah, so the fouls don't carry over from the first, second, third into the fourth, but they carry over from the fourth into overtime. So we started right back off in overtime into the bonus. Sets up for his second free throws up and good, so it makes it a 2-point ball game. 36 seconds left and counting down. Panthers lead it by 2. Hardy brings it up. Backs it out near midcourt. Sets up, rolls to his left. Finds Reynolds. Reynolds backs it out. Goes back to Hardy. Hardy looks in underneath. Goes to Ahart. Kicks it out. This is for the lead from Hull. Shot up, won't go. Tipped out. Last touch by the Panthers. Ball stays with Eldon.
15.3 seconds left in the ball game.
68-66. Panthers with a 2-point lead. The Mustangs looks to inbound it underneath their own goal. Goes in, finds Hardy on the far side.
13
now
seconds.
Looks back to Reynolds, back over to Hardy. This one tipped out, comes away to the Panthers. Shannon will immediately be fouled by Ahart, who is now fouled out.
7.8 seconds left in the ball game. 2-point lead here for the Panthers. Peyton Shannon to shoot 2.
Shannon goes to the free throw line.
What a game.
It's been a good one, but it didn't have to be. Shannon sets up at the free throw line. I think our kids started to get tired there. Looks like they found a little more energy. Another wind here in overtime, but we missed shots at the free throw line that let them back in this thing. We've got to finish them right here. Peyton Shannon at the free throw line. First one's up and no good. You really need this one.
Yeah, I mean, 7 seconds is an eternity.
Sets up. Second free throw's up and no good. Dumps it off and...
What happened?
They gave him a timeout. He did not have the basketball. He just lost his dribble, but they give him the timeout.
Wow.
Coach O was saying he didn't have it. So 68-66, Panthers with a 2-point lead. We'll just hold it right here with 6.3 seconds left. Eldon with the basketball. Peyton Shannon just missed 2 free throws. These free throws have kept this a tight game.
And second half was, pretty abysmal for free throws for us. Bradley Henry missed 3 in a row.
On the floor right now for the Panthers, Peyton Shannon, Gatlin Keeling, Brylan Mayberry, Destin Unger, and Bradley Henry.
Got to have some clean defense here, no fouls.
Brylan out
shots.
there with 4 fouls, by the way.
Yeah, but if you got one to give, now's the time.
As they look to get this one in. 6.3 seconds left in the game. Eldon, they have to go the full length of the basketball court. As they break, they go to Reynolds. Reynolds going to shoot a half-court shot or something.
3 seconds.
Looks outside, taken away by Shannon. Panthers win it. Panthers win it 68-66 in overtime.
What a ball game.
Peyton Shannon, after missing a couple free throws, gets the steal to seal it.
Wow.
Panthers will win it 68-66. We'll have Coach O up here for the postgame show, brought to you by Ed's Towing Garage and U-Haul. What a battle here tonight. So we'll send it back to the studio. You're listening to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99.